Yo, wake up to Rodney. So I'm going to go into this with more detail when I get home and I film with my proper camera. I'm just on my way to film some deer. So just turn this down. Okay, so yesterday, World Championships. Keely, and the lesson to learn here is never fixate so much on an opponent. Don't fixate. Yes, pay attention, but don't fixate so much on your own opponent. And if you are struggling in any way on how to understand this, watch the women's 800 meter final from yesterday's World Championships. Okay, Keely Hodgkinson, right? I think I said that right. So Keely, in her mind, she's going to win gold. In her mind, she's not even focused on her training partner because she knows she's better than her training partner. She's not focused on her yet. She may be focused on the other. She may be focused on the other, person who's at world class standard. I think her name's Moira. I'm not sure what country she's from. Yeah. So in her mind, she's running her race and she's focused on this Moira and she's getting involved in a little tussle. Anyway, the end result is she gets a bronze medal because she's out in front and in her mind, no one can compete with her. So therefore, she never checked, she never looked. She got herself involved in stuff that she didn't need to get involved with. The Moira, let her go. So instead of wasting energy bumping and rubbing and tussling with this Moira, let her go in front and then overtake. Now, yes, you could say, but Matthew, you're not an 800 meter coach. I'm not an 800 meter coach, but what I am is a strategist. What I am is a performance coach. And what I am is I understand that I won't get beat on the basics. If you're going to beat me like the Kenyan woman did, the Kenyan woman just thought, I'm in a position, I've got energy, put it on the track. And out of nowhere, she wins gold from Keely. Now, Keely even said it in her own interview. I had no idea about her, about the woman who won gold. Now you do, but it's too late. Now you know about her. And this is what I'm saying. You work the body, but you forget about the brain. Spatial awareness. Have a look around. Yeah. Look, is there someone coming on my outside? Yes, there is. Right. Whatever I've got left, I need to give. Now, she could be in a position and say, well, I did give everything, I had nothing left to give. All I had to give, I gave. In which case, fair enough. You deserve the bronze. But and then people keep saying, oh, she at the start of a training camp she missed some training modules. When you're at the exam, you answer what you can answer. When you're in the final thing, you just got to put it in. Put you on the track. Whatever you've got, give it. Whatever you've got, give it. Now, I would like to ask her, did you give whatever you've got on that final lap? If she says yes, hands up, done. You deserve your bronze. Because that's what a training partner did. A training partner thought, I can get a silver here because I don't think Keely's giving everything she's got. Whereas I am. I'm going to give everything I've got. And you know what? Guess what I've got now? A silver medal. Whereas if her training partner had just with the same mindset, oh, I'll just I'll just fit into place here because I'm Keely's training partner and I'm not supposed to be in the medals. No, she didn't think that way. And that's where I can say with confidence that complacency sat in, because she never thought that her training partner, at no point did she think her training partner would dip on her at the line. At no point did she think that this Kenyan was going to give everything she's got and get across the line and win gold and now become a household name in Kenya. At no point did she think that. And that is when I say, yes, Jenny Meadows said that would be food for thought. That's going to fuel her thought process now going forward. So why was it lacking there before? These lessons have been learned already. Matthew Hudson-Smith at the Commonwealth Games, he's running there. He's got loads to give. Some guy, I think he's from Ghana or Nigeria, I'm not sure, an African guy, just thought, no technique, no skill, no nothing, whatever I've got, I'm going to put it on the track, and he won the Commonwealth gold. Matthew Hudson-Smith, 100% had more to give, 100%. But he's there, he's running, he's got his technique, probably doing everything that his coach told him to do. Nothing beats just putting it on the track. Think about it later. Get across that finish line. Just do it. Get across that finish line. Whatever you've got, put it on the track. Whatever you've got, put it down. Especially when you've got yourself in a position where you can make that decision. Yo, I'm going in here. Yeah. And then I'm going to get behind this fool because this fool hasn't moved. There we go. So and that's the point I'm trying to make, is that sometimes in life just throws you a bone. It throws you an opportunity, and you either take it or you miss it and you whinge about it. And Keely yesterday, was victim of two other people taking their opportunity while she didn't. If Keely took her opportunity, look, if you're focused on a goal, I'm focused on this goal. So I don't want anything to knock me off my goal. So therefore, I'm not focused on anyone else. If Keely had ran a season's best, not even a PB, a SB, if she'd have won a season's best, she'd have won that. She'd have won gold. So you got to ask yourself the question: why are you at World Championships and not in a position to run your season's best? Why? So then you could say, right, didn't eat, didn't get the right nutrition, change coaches, change sponsor, got boyfriend troubles, whatever it is, is there a reason for it? Is there an accountable way of whatever it is? So therefore, you're not getting the basics right. So remember what I said, and in all of this, the basics are right: sleep, nutrition, training, outerwear, tablets, whatever. All the basics are done. All the basics are in hand. We have got control of all the basics. So now, or another way of looking at it is control the controllables. We've controlled all the controllables. I can't control what Moira does. So I'm not going to get involved in no hustle and tussle and wasting energy and losing my pattern stride or anything like that. I'm not going to get involved in any of that, because that would disrupt I can't control it. I'm not trying to control it, but what I can control is my pace, my stride, my thing. Now, if she gets in my way, yeah, what the if she gets in my way, now she's a barrier to my success. I'm still baffled. Keely finished that race with another 1 or 2% to give. I truly believe it. Did she throw metal to the pedal, pedal to the metal? Did she? Only she can answer that. I'm not Jenny Meadows, so I can't ask that question. And I'm sure when she gets home, yeah, from Japan, she'll speak to her coaches and her family and parents and whoever else, and debrief. Yeah, but that is a great example of what I mean. In life, sometimes God throws you a bone, he throws you an opportunity, yeah, and you gotta take it. And I can only talk about my own missed opportunities in life. I don't want to get upset. You know, there's missed opportunities in life where I could have done this and I could have done that, and I could have been successful, and I could have got this and I could have got that, and I could have been there, and I didn't do this, and I made the wrong decision, and I lost this, and I did that, and I blah blah blah. Yeah. So I'm talking to you from someone who's had experience of missed opportunities. And never forget it, I was on a trial, and I knew how good I was at shooting from outside the box, but I played this player in and he messed it up. That was my opportunity, because I only had one in that game. That was my opportunity to show how good I was, and I never took it, and I didn't get signed by that team. You know, it's things like this. Always be ready with that right now moment. Yeah, always be ready. And then, like, people, and I've seen it so many times when I was coaching. That's why I'm not coaching, because it's so frustrating when you've got to, and then people think, oh, but when we do it like this, and then that opportunity will come back round. It won't. And it doesn't. Shit! This car is ridiculous. What the fuck? It won't, and it doesn't. Yeah. So this it doesn't. They don't come back round. And I remember probably one of the best girls I coached tennis. Apart from my daughter, one of the best girls I coached. She'd be a pro now. She'd be a pro. She'd be up there with Raducanu. She'd be up there. But they never took the opportunity because they never had the understanding of what it took to be a tennis player, of what it took. And she had the opportunity. She never took it. And yes, the girl was 15 at the time, but she was 15 going on 25, and everything was a battle, everything was heartache, everything was aggression, everything was convincing, everything was mono a mono, me versus you. Everything all the time was just problems. This fucking thing. Is that in park? Can't fucking roll away now, can you? Everything. So we didn't control the controllables. In fact, the controllables was the biggest reason we weren't successful, because at no point did this girl ever just take into consideration just her basic abilities, just her ability to play tennis, just her ability to put that ball in the court. she never just stepped back. She never listened, or she always had to be proved instead of just listening. So that's why I always used to say to Amelie, just listen and learn. It's easy. Make it easy. Listen and learn. Easy. But no, always use. I know I'm not talking about Amelie now. Talk about this other girl. This other girl, you would make everything hard. So then I'd prove it to her. Then she'd go, oh yeah. And then almost win an international tournament. Almost win an international tournament. Like literally was one game away. One game. If she'd have just paid attention and played this one girl, and she did beat her, but it was in 3 sets. Whereas if she'd have beat her in 2 or had have lost the set 6-4 instead of 6-3, she would have been in the final. It was that close. That's how close it was. And she would have won in the final. Would have won easy. Done. We were going to change our flights and everything. She showed how good she was in front of Tony Nadal and all the top coaches. She could do. This girl, I'm telling you now, in terms of tennis, could do anything. Hit down the tee, hit out wide, hit with spin, hit with spin, hit with top spin, hit hard, hit light, get to the net, change her grip. She was fantastic. She could do everything. Her mum knows it. Her dad, I don't know about her dad, but definitely her mum knew it. I knew it. Other coaches that had seen her knew it, could see it. She would have got champ seed like that from Moratoglu. And I said to the mum who was on the plane on the way back, do not put her in any grade 3s, because it's all about mindset now. Once you've got yourself to this level, don't go down to that level. So she goes, I just put him in a couple of grade 3s just to stay. Yeah, they were just local. Guess what? She lost. So all the good work that we did had gone. Yeah, because she lost. But she didn't lose because she wasn't good enough. She lost because she thought, I don't need to put that much effort in to beat these girls, because I've just beaten this girl who's in the top 100 in the world, or whatever it was. So it was mindset. It wasn't to do with ability. And that's why I said, don't play any tournaments. Nightmare. See, now I would have just moved and lived with them and coached her full time. So back then probably wasn't the right thing for me either. But that's what I would have done. Gone and lived with them and trained full time, coached her full time. That's what I should have done. In fact, that's my fault for not thinking about it, because they would drive up all the way from miles to be coached by me. So the way thinking about it, that's what I should have done. And that idea has only just come to me now. And if I'd have made that sacrifice, she probably would have been up there now. Never mind. But listen, like and subscribe, guys. Loads of stuff going. We're going to do a full video on it later. I'm on my way to hopefully photograph some deer. The weather's beautiful. So I'm hoping it stays like this, and I'm hoping the deer are out, get some good images. Listen, like and subscribe. See you in a bit. Bye.